Hello everyone, this is Indu. I hope you are doing well. Today is day 21 of our top 100 .NET interview question. So today question is why we use the HTTP method in .NET Core or RESTful APIs. So this is a basic but important question. You have to know why we use the get, post, put, delete, batch. So these are most important. So here is the definition .NET Core Web API. HTML method defines which action client want to perform on server data. So they are used with controller action using these attributes like HTTP get, post, put, and delete. So here first one is the HTTP get when we want anything when we want anything from the database, that time we can use a get. You can see here we have a this application. So let me show you. You can see here we can get all method we can make, and here we can getting all the job responses here. So this is the here URL will be like that way, get all, get all. So here we can getting with the help of IEnumerable. IEnumerable we can use when we want to fetch all the data from the database. So here we can getting all, get all the job response here in one time. And here we can return type IEnumerable. And the next one is, again, we can pass the ID GeoID and we can get the record with the help of ID. And again, we can use here HTTP GET. You can see here, and this is the URL localhost API, and job is our controller name. You can see here job controller, and this is the URL gateway ID, and then we can pass the ID. For example, here we can need to pass GeoID, not a simple ID. Okay, so every time when we want to fetch anything from the database, that time we can use the HTTP GET. And but sometimes when we want to get a secure data, for example, when user is login, because here already it will be show like which ID you are searching in the query, the URL. But when you are getting a very confidential data, like you are login with username and password, again you are getting data from the database when you are entering your username and password, but password is an encrypted and secure thing. So that time we can use the HTTP post. So you can see here HTTP post mainly we are using for adding, because here it's a URL will be like that way. Same, you can see here API user. Here you don't show any ID or anything. So here we can use like that way from body. So from body you can pass the values that you want to add. So when we want to add anything or get a secure data, that time we are using HTTP post, because if we use HTTP get, so here it will be show your username and password. So it will be like not secure way. So that time we can use the HTTP post. But mainly we are use HTTP post to add data in our database. Next one is the HTTP put. HTTP put we can use when we want to update our data. For example, from body, you can update. You can see here. Here we can use a generic repository. So you can, if you want to ID skill ID, if you want to update. So HTTP put we use to update the data, and here again we can pass the ID. Here URL will be like that way. I can show you here. For example, here you just pass the ID in the URL. It's like that way. HTTP put, and it's URL like that way. Here you can pass the ID here in the query string. And next one is the HTTP delete. HTTP delete is used when we want to delete any record from the database. That time we can use the HTTP delete. And it's a very simple and commonly used in every API. So this is like that way as we get when we get all the datas post we can use when we want to create a new user, put for update, and or delete when we want to delete that record. So these are the HTTP method in .NET Core. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. If you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe this channel. This really motivates me to make the next video. Thanks you.